Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. I think we all probably could have guessed that vitamin C is the most popular ingredient in skincare, bar none. Vitamin C serum sales have been going through the roof for the past 5 years. Now, vitamin C is a wonderful addition to your skincare routine that can bring back vibrancy and luminosity. But unfortunately, because of its growth in popularity, brands have kind of cottoned onto this and are just churning out any old garbage serums to get those cash registers ringing. This is so disappointing because it's led to a lot of people saying, look, I'm using vitamin C, but I'm kind of not getting the benefits that I was promised by people hyping up this ingredient. This all culminated in this, which is the Garnier Skin Active Vitamin C Serum. This is currently the best-selling vitamin C on planet Earth, and honestly, it's going to deliver you next to zero benefits, and I want to explain the reasons why. In this video, we're going to talk about this product and its limitations, but more widely, I want to share with you what you need to look out for when it comes to choosing a vitamin C serum for your skincare routine to maximize the benefits and make sure that you're actually getting some value for your hard-earned coin. Sit back, relax, let's start choosing a vitamin C. Now, before we get into this video, I would love to know your own vitamin C of choice. What's that one product that you fangirl about to all your friends and family and want to share with the Mad About Skin community? Sound off in the comments section below. Don't forget that actually word of mouth recommendations are worth way more than the multi-billion-dollar marketing budgets that brands have to throw at us. This message needs to get out there loud and clear. Brands will want to fool us, but we need to guard against that as consumers. I want everyone to know exactly what they're looking for when it comes to an effective vitamin C serum, and this hopefully is where this video comes in. If you could reach down and give it a thumbs up and a like, because the more likes a video gets, the more widely the YouTube algorithm will promote it on the platform. I want everyone to hear this message today, so thank you from the bottom of my heart for each and every one of you that just takes that small moment out of your day to like the content I create here on the channel. Now, I've got a lot to get through, so should we just cut that waffle and delve straight on in? Now, I'm going to break this down into various different sections. We're going to kick things off with a Garnier Vitamin C Serum review, because I think we can take a lot of learnings from that product and its failings. We're then going to come on to the key things to look out for when it comes to choosing a vitamin C serum for your own routine, and then going to summarise everything at the end. If you want to jump to one section of the video over another, all the timestamps are in the description box below, so use those to navigate your way through. They're all there for your convenience. Now, let's kick things off with a cheeky look at this product, which I just said is the world's best-selling vitamin C serum of 2022. Now, I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed that's the case because I think this is probably one of the worst vitamin C serums on the market. But I'm not surprised it's so well sold because Garnier have a huge budget when it comes to marketing, and they're a global firm that can distribute for the 4 corners of the world, which means it's a product that's really accessible and easy to get your hands on. Unfortunately, there's a lot wrong with this. You can see that they sent this out to just about every influencer on planet Earth because lots of people were reviewing it and sharing how amazing it was. They did a lot of paid partnerships and sponsorships to again drive that message home that this is a vitamin C you need in your skincare routine. Actually, there's quite a lot of things wrong with this that I want to come on to in this section of the video. So first and foremost, Garnier are employing quite a few deceptive tactics to get us to buy into this. Now, I'm using a Garnier as an example, but don't think that they are the only skincare brand that gets up to this when it comes to marketing. But when you look at this box, it says vitamin C 3.5%. They're in like the big type font. So a cursory glance at this in the drugstore would get us, the consumer, to assume this is a 3.5% concentration of vitamin C. Low, but would still give you really great results with minimum risk of sensitivity. In truth, actually, when you look at the small print, this is 3.5% vitamin C, niacinamide, and salicylic acid. So the niacinamide actually constitutes 2% of the formulation. Salicylic acid, 0.5%, which means that you're actually getting a 1% concentration of vitamin C here. It's woefully inadequate to actually deliver you any meaningful results. You're going to get next to no outcomes from a 1% vitamin C, meaning that whilst this is a relatively affordable product at £8.99, around $10, what's the point if you're not going to get any vibrancy and luminosity from it? You then look at some of the other claims. So Garnier boldly put on some of their marketing that 80% of users of this serum said it was the best serum they'd ever applied to their skin. So ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous claim, but it's designed to catch the eye. Who were these people? Who did they ask? And also, you just know that that's impossible. I've tried many amazing serums, and I know there's some real cult holy grails out there, but I don't know any serum that exists in the skincare world that would make 80% of the people using it say this was hands down the best serum they'd ever applied. That just doesn't happen. We all have individual tastes, preferences, and experiences with products, so you just know that this is some marketing gumph and gimmick that we just need to ignore. When you actually look at the formulation itself, this has 6 different ingredients that are designed just as fragrant components. So it's got some artificial perfume in here, but it's also got some other ingredients that are there to give a scent to it. The scent is pretty overwhelming if you ask me. Very like fake, citrusy, lemony. It's not something that I personally like. Whilst I don't mind fragrance in my skincare, when you take vitamin C, which is a potentially sensitizing ingredient, you really don't want to be layering multiple fragrant components on top of that, just again increasing the risk of sensitivity. Unfortunately, there's so little vitamin C in here, I actually don't think it's going to be an issue. Really, this is just a fragrance serum that might give you some hydration at the margins. That's pretty much all it's actually going to do. You've also got some drying alcohol in here, which is problematic because vitamin C can again dry the skin out. So why would you use drying alcohols on top of it? It's just going to compound all of that. It's a lazy formulation that really relies on deceptive marketing to sell the product rather than the quality of the outcomes that you're going to get. I would love to meet this collection of people, 80% of which said that this was the best serum they've ever applied, and said, what results did you actually get from it? I thought, in the interest of fairness, to put this through its paces, they claim that you get results in 6 days when it comes to dark spots and discoloration. Okay, I had a recent breakout on my forehead that did leave some post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation behind. So I bought this, applied it to the skin for 6 days to see what results I got. Nothing. Actually, I got a few additional breakouts, which is probably linked to some of the other ingredients here, which could potentially clog the skin. That's not going to be the same for everyone. My skin is particularly acne prone. But other than a few more breakouts, I got 0 results in those 6 days when it came to my hyperpigmentation. Again, this is just another bit of marketing because hyperpigmentation is never going to be treated in 6 days. I would always say set your expectations of a couple of months, even with a real high potency serum, to start to see those benefits. So Garnier here are really overhyping the expectations of this product, which is just going to lead to disappointment. In truth, this isn't a serum that's going to deliver you a whole lot of benefit, so I think very few people are actually going to buy it time and time again. So I expect this to just fade into 2023. However, by that point, Garnier have already lined their pockets and their cash registers with our hard-earned coin with a serum that honestly is all hype over substance. Now, none of this comes from a place of negativity towards Garnier. I actually really like the brand. I was one of the first content creators here on YouTube to celebrate the fact they went entirely cruelty-free a couple of years ago, something that I still applaud them for. I love some of their products. Their moisturizers are really good. Their micellar water, definitely one of the best on the market, and I love their price point. When it comes to vitamin C, this is lazy and just not it. So what should we as consumers be looking out for when it comes to purchasing a vitamin C? Well, first up, actually check what form of vitamin C you're going to get. Brands like to keep it super simple, so they'll call it a vitamin C serum, but there are multiple different forms that all have different benefits for the skin. So in this, whilst you're only getting a paltry 1% concentration of vitamin C, it's actually in a form of ethyl ascorbic acid, which is a stabilized form, one of my favorites actually. So this isn't going to oxidize, you're going to get a relatively long shelf life for it, which I personally really enjoy. Ethyl ascorbic acid is a great option for people that aren't going to keep their vitamin C in a fridge, aren't going to keep it away from direct sunlight, just want super convenient, then I would go for a stabilized form as preference. If you have super sensitive skin, go for a vitamin C derivative. That way, in the long term, you're going to get the benefits, but less risk of irritation in the short term. Most people can tolerate an ascorbic or L-ascorbic acid, pure form vitamin C, which delivers you relatively quick results, but you might get some sensitivity associated with it. Make sure that you match the form of vitamin C that you reach for to your individual skin's needs. To kind of simplify it all down, I'd say for beginners, vitamin C derivatives are where it's at, and they're also great for people that have sensitive skin. For everyone else that can tolerate ascorbic or L-ascorbic acid, reach for it because you'll get quicker results, though you might have to just fight through a little sensitivity in those initial stages. The second thing to look out for is pH. So pH really matters when it comes to pure form vitamin C, ascorbic and L-ascorbic acid. It doesn't matter if you're reaching for a vitamin C derivative. So again, if you want to keep it super simple, remove the complexity, derivatives are where it's at. But studies show that ascorbic and L-ascorbic acid penetrates better into the skin where it is needed to deliver those fabulous glow-enhancing benefits when it's in a pH of around 3.5. That's actually relatively acidic, but a lot of brands will formulate with higher pHs of around 6, 6.5, more in keeping with our skin's natural pH because they want to promote the fact they're using vitamin C. They don't really care if it gets into our skin and delivers any benefit. For me, I would keep it super simple. Reach out to the brand, say, what is the pH of your vitamin C serum? If they won't tell you, they've got something to hide, and stay well clear of it. And I love the fact that a lot of brands now actually advertise the pH of their vitamin C products on the website. So keep your eye out for something between like 2.5 and 4 when it comes to pH, because that'll give you the maximum results from your product. The third thing to look out for is that concentration, and make sure you pay really close attention to this. Like I say, this deceptive, it's not 3.5%, it's actually 1%, so you need to bear that in mind. But I would definitely say reach only for vitamin C products that actually have a clear concentration on the label. Lots of brands will say, oh no, that's our proprietary formulation, we can't tell you the percentage. Rubbish. Again, something to hide. Definitely stay away from them. Most good vitamin C manufacturers will put the percentage on the bottle, because it really does matter when it comes to matching it to your skin type. If you've got very sensitive skin, reach for that derivative or a 5% concentration of ascorbic or L-ascorbic acid. If you want like just a serum that's going to deliver for the vast majority of skin types, reach for a 10% pure form vitamin C. If you want super quick results, or you have very stubborn hyperpigmentation and you want something to really get on top of it, go for a 15 or a 20% concentration. But always buy from a brand that advertises exactly what you're getting, because it's really important that you match the concentration you reach for to your skin type to get the very best user experience. I would always recommend people opt for fragrance-free vitamin C serums. Now, brands for some reason think that as consumers, our vitamin C serums have to smell like oranges or lemons, or we don't think they're going to work. In truth, vitamin C doesn't smell like anything citrusy. Unfortunately, it has kind of like a hot dog water kind of scent to it, which isn't my personal favourite. But the reason I say opt for a fragrance-free vitamin C serum is vitamin C is particularly sensitizing as an ingredient. I like an element of sensorial, some fragrance to my skincare routine, but I avoid it in my vitamin C's because I think that increases the risk of a sensitivity reaction to the vitamin C itself. Go for a fragrance-free option. Yes, vitamin C's that are fragrance-free don't smell the absolute best, I'll call that out, but that scent will dissipate in no time at all, and I think it minimises the risk of any side effects from the product. As I said with this one from Garnier, it has 6 different fragrant components in it, which is just going to risk dialing up the sensitivity in the skin, and is totally unnecessary. Your vitamin C will work no matter whether it smells like hot dog water or the most gorgeous lemon scent going. Just protect your skin from any of that irritation and minimize the amount of fragrance in your vitamin C serum. Finally, take a look at the price point and the recommended amount that you need to use. So, different price points will appeal to different people. There's no right or wrong. Spend what you can afford to on your skincare routine, but know that you can get some amazing outcomes at rock bottom drugstore prices. Don't feel you need to overpay in order to reach your skin goals. Reach for a vitamin C serum that aligns to what you're looking to spend when it comes to skincare, and that way you can buy that product if it works for you time and time again, and not feel like you have to compromise or use less than you need to because you've overextended yourself in terms of price point. Also, pay close attention to the amount you need to use. So, Garnier recommend with this product that you use a whole dropper morning and evening. If you did that, this product would actually only last you 6 days. That is ridiculous. So whilst $8.99 isn't a bad price point for a vitamin C serum, you know, if you're buying it every week, that's actually quite a bougie and luxury product, and you'd be far better going for something with a more concentrated formulation that you need to use less of, that's actually going to deliver you better outcomes. So always match the price point to your individual budget, and just keep a keen eye on how much the brand actually recommends you use, so you can work out roughly how much usage you're going to get out of it. A vitamin C serum should last you roughly a month. That's like a ballpark. This, a week, is another reason why this is a firm pass for me. So hopefully in this video I've shared with you what you really need to look out for when it comes to choosing a vitamin C for your skincare routine. Let's just demystify it. Vitamin C is an amazing ingredient, but there are some things that brands are doing that I think could be minimizing the outcomes that we actually get from it. Avoid that Garnier Vitamin C Serum at all costs. You're not getting anything more than a 1% vitamin C that you're going to have to buy every single week if you use it as per the instructions. Instead, opt for some of the really good vitamin C's on the market, and I captured some of my favorites in a recent video that I'm going to leave a link to up there. Check that one out straight after this video, and then you'll know the ones that are going to deliver you great formulations and really wonderful outcomes. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.